the Xbox is doing better. If they, and then the price, hurt them out of the gate too. But it didn't ship with the mic. The thing was $700. It didn't ship with the $5 mic like the Xbox did, and that changed everything. And the mics they do have on there stink. I have Astros. It's a pretty good headset, and lots of people have told me I sound fine on the Xbox and not so good on the PS3. They just needed to prioritize that, and they did.
So you're basically saying that you think, in your opinion, that unless PS3 pretty much shapes up, there's not going to be any sort of future for them. They've got a lot of things to do, and a little bit to learn from Microsoft on some of the things they're doing, like decision making and everything.
We'll see, because they won PS2, and it's not as if that means you win the next generation. I feel like every new generation is a fresh start. If they obviously next time around, they're going to know that playing over the internet and talking to each other is a key part of what makes the console good. So, what will they be competing on? Will it be better?
This seems like something that you could fix. This isn't like NES days where you had to actually send out another cart for the Super Nintendo. Mm-hmm. No, you could patch this shit. The sound card's fine on the PlayStation 3. There has to be something where they can just disable Bluetooth mics and maybe make a cheap equivalent. They make like a $10 mic they can sell right out the store that works with the Bluetooth feature. For example, the Warhawk mic worked fantastic.
Mm-hmm. That's a great idea. I think it could save the console if they came out with something equivalent to the Xbox mic that ships with it, because that thing can't be expensive to make.
It might take a hit on it. Maybe just send every PS3 owner a mic. A little cheap mic. Just anybody who has a registered PlayStation, you send them one in the mail, or something of that nature.
You could just send them some kind of coupon that they could print off, and they could just go to the store and pick it up. It's just ridiculous. My two problems with PlayStation are I guess my three. It's obviously the controller, the mics. And I don't like the whole, what do you call it, XMD or whatever the shit that happens when you press the PlayStation button. I don't like that whole menu. With the Xbox menu, it's straightforward, big letters, you know what the fuck's going on. You can change your settings, you can find your friends, you can find your recent players, you can block assholes. You can't do that stuff on PS3, or it's more difficult to do that stuff.
Oh, you can't block nobody on PS3. They make that shit way overcomplicated. They give you no fucking friend features. There should be I shouldn't have to press the PlayStation button, scroll over, wait for it to load, press triangle, press up 5 times, press X, press up again. That invites one person. Now I got to do it again for 5 other people in my party.
Exactly. Remember when we were trying to do that open lobby?
X. Good.
I agree with what you're saying, but I think that problem of blocking people and all the privacy concerns impact people with YouTube channels a lot more than most. Right? Before I had my YouTube channel, I didn't block anyone. I didn't even know anyone. I was just out there playing games. Now that people want to join my games and try and corner me and give me virtual BJs in the estate, where do they do it? In the glass house, the greenhouse. That's what I'm looking for. It's that's why I need to sort of hide from people.
Yeah, but you got to understand this. I guess they can get away with it because before Modern Warfare 2 on PlayStation, there was no join session feature whatsoever. But now they have the join session feature. People can just follow you around and harass you on PS3, and there's nothing you can do about it. That's one reason I left.
Mm. Yeah.
I couldn't get rid of somebody. There's no appear offline feature. There's nothing like that. If the guy knows your name, he can follow you.
Yeah, but that's not a problem for most. Of the millions of people, there's a couple hundred that have to care about that.
Yeah, but what if it? It's not like a huge. I bet you could probably do it, Woody.
Do what?
Make a system where you can block people and maybe invite the game with one button press.
Yeah,
I never understood
if you gave me all the way till lunch. I don't know why they don't prioritize this.
It seems like they're snacking.
Yeah.
I never understood that. For Infinity War is bad for it. Why is there a vote to skip section on the fucking game? Why can't I just press a button that skips the map? Like Treyarch.
Wait. How's that different than vote to skip? In Treyarch you go to a new lobby?
You just press X.
You press
Then you
X
just
on the
push next to
trailer
vote it,
and
or
it
you have
votes
to go
the
down
map.
and click vote to skip and then do it.
As opposed to like down
Scrolling
arrow.
through a menu, then go and vote to skip. If things could be done without pressing like the D-pad, you should do it.
You know what I want? I want a button that mutes the other team.
Yep.
You know,
That
give me
would be
something. That, you know, heck, left, right bumper, they're not being used. Yeah, I would like to just insta-mute the whole team. And, and you know when it splits up the teams, you can't mute people anymore?
Oh yeah, I hate that.
People
'Cause that's
know
when
this.
The kids get. That's when the kids get like uppity.
They get mouthy as soon as that happens, or they wait till the loading screen when you can't tell which one
Oh,
it
those
is.
guys are cocksuckers.
And then they
They'll go
start
to the
talking.
loading screen, and that's when the kid wants to start singing like, "In the jungle, the mighty jungle."
Oh my gosh!
I'm like,
Somebody.
like, shut the fuck up.
That's exactly what I'm thinking, Kyle. All right, so we are 26 minutes into the podcast, I think.
Yeah, and I want to talk about the map pack a little bit more right here.
All right.
Why the hell didn't they fix the damn iron sights and silencers with this fucking patch? Seriously.
I noticed there was a patch. Did you know what was included in it?
It was basically just
Infection
prepping for the infection lobbies and prepping for the map pack. I mean, seriously, they have to know about this shit. I mean, how can you not fix a fucking center screen?
Which iron sight are you talking about? The FAL?
FAL, the M93, the fucking MG4. Half the light machine guns don't work with silencers. The M9 pistol don't work with a silencer.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not asking for much, am I? I'm not asking to build an arc.
You're right. I don't know how these bugs got in there.
Bad programming, bad coding.
I don't get it. I don't know how this bug's got in there. But so fuel. I thought fuel was going to be wide open. That thing is not wide open at all. I thought it'd be camper's heaven when I did the walkthrough because there are so many second stories. And there's so much traveling to do. Like say you're playing domination or demolition, and you have to get from one part of the map to the other. You are running out in the open for ages. And then there's all those second floors. It's like Favela, but bigger and opener. Opener? More open.
Funner.
Wings, you played Fuel. What'd you think?
Oh, I hated the map.
Yep.
You played it too, Kyle?
Yeah, I think I told
Search and Destroy on it.
I think I was telling you like this. Fuel is a huge map if your bicep is huge because you have a fucking tumor on top of it. I mean, they had this wide open area. I played 2 different game modes in it, and it doesn't get used. I played Search, and I played Capture the Flag in Fuel. And unless somebody's a douchebag, I don't see anybody going out in that rock section. I don't.
Yeah, not unless you're boosting.
Oh, boosting, gosh.
Yeah.
See, Wings, for those that don't know, Wings is hard to beat if there was a map that was just a giant open field, or like if there was an Antarctica map, it was just big and flat, then Wings would do really well in it. I think he was hoping that open area would be used more. Is that about right?
Yeah, I'm not good at close quarters. I literally am not. The closer you get to me, the better chance you have killing me. That's why I have the AA-12 as a secondary. I don't need any kind of skill or hand-eye coordination to go ass with it. That's a sign of a good player, knowing your limitations. If you don't have 8-year-old twitch reflexes, you use a fucking shotgun secondary.
A man's gotta know his limitations.
Yeah, so as soon as I heard you say they don't use that big open part enough, I'm on the opposite end of the spectrum. I don't want anything to do with Wasteland and maps like that. My whole game style is usually, for domination, for example, pick 2 flags and hold them both. And if it's hard to run back and forth to both of them, then I don't like that. Well, I have a hard time on that map. Wasteland's a good example. You can't run between 2 flags and hold them both. You're just a baby buffalo grazing in that field.
I hate to say it. Capture the Flag is very biased on that map too. Like if you get stuck on the left side of it, you're not going to win. I guess it goes back and forth, but that left side's fucked because it sits out wide out in the open. The attacking team comes in off a hill. It's a ridge that you can't see over if you're actually defending it.